Yes, Happy New Year once more. It's a great year. We are all hopeful that indeed this year is going to bring out the best for us. And of course, as a pastor, I know that the Bible tells me that whatever the cankerworm and the caterpillar has been eaten will be restored. And I believe that this year is going to be a year of restoration, a landmark year, a year of progress and prosperity. But then, it is in your hand for you to ensure that all these things happen. You walk, you pray, and of course, God will answer. God answers prayers. I know that. And you just pray that I just have the book of Psalms says that whatsoever you lay your hands prosper. I pray that this year, everything that we lay our hands on will prosper in Jesus' name. I'm Wale Ogunade, the host of this program called Voters Forum. We are happy that God has brought us again to another new year, and gradually it's inching up. Today is the 11th day, and I can assure you that by the grace of God, just like that, we'll conquer 2025 in all ramifications, financially, spiritually, and of course, health-wise. None of us will fall sick. Don't worry, I'm coming in with prayer because that's all what we need in the new year. And I know that God will answer our prayers on this forum to you, and of course, there will be testimony, as we always say in church. Once again, this program for today, the topic is we want to look at 2024, what happened and how it went, and our hopes and aspirations for 2025. Our guests are seated. We'll just go for a short break, and when we come back, we'll get cracking. Don't go in. But in the meantime, tell your people, Voters Forum is on. And of course, we have a great package for you this new year and the new things on this platform. Yes, we want to thank John Felix for that great report. And the gist of that report is that we all pray that the economy rebounds for all of us. If the economy does not rebound, to be wahala. I pray wahala will not come, rather it will bless you. The Bible tells me that when there is lifting down for us, casting when there is casting down,
lifting up.
Indeed, there will be lifting up for us through this rebound of the economy. My guest, first of all, do I call you Malam?
Thank you so much,
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
He is Malam Ishaya Ibrahim. Is the news editor of The Niche. While my brother Victor Aya is a political analyst, and of course a publisher. And a guru, let me just leave that guru. You can just add whatever you want to add to his guru. He's a wordsmith, he's an interesting Nigerian who is passionate. Of course, both of them are passionate like you are about Nigeria being a better country. Some of us have had the opportunity of going outside Nigeria, and we see the countries being very well run. And that's what we want for Nigeria. We are not short of the men and women to run this country. And God has endowed us with the natural resources. That's my pain. If you've been to your places near Plateau, just Borno, you are from Borno State, yes. But you have been to Plateau area. Yeah. Maybe your Borno, the resources there, massive. Even if it's only the whole of Africa cannot exhaust the resources, the natural resources that God has endowed with in Borno State. Not to talk of Ogun State, not to talk of Niger State. But let's leave that one. It will be a discussion for another day. I will start from you. 2024, how was it with you?
Yeah, kind of up and down. Okay. 2024...
Did I say 2022?
You talk about 2024, right?
Okay.
2024 was a year of mixed experiences for many Nigerians because
I want you first.
As a
person, you first. Yeah, then let's go to
it was a mixed experience. The year we were resilient. As Nigerians, we have learned to be very resilient.
Yes.
So we could put up with any situation that comes up.
Yes.
But 2024, I also had a personal family issue because my my son took ill, and then we were moving from one hospital to the other. I finally landed in last week. I want to use this opportunity to thank the neurological team at LASSO. They're very, very fantastic. So that was one highlight of 2024 that I wouldn't forget in a hurry. But we thank God that everything came and went smoothly. Yeah.
Yes. So now, generally now, 2024, as a reporter, I'm sure one way or the other, either you personally or you send your people on this.
Yeah. You know, one of the biggest news item in 2024 was the cost of living crisis. Things were very, very tough. Because I think of people who were struggling to buy rice in 2023 at about 48,000. All of a sudden, they were confronted with rice at about 100,000. And income hadn't changed. Even as we speak, that the government has signed a new minimum wage. Not every state has started implementing.
Yes.
Even the federal government started just paying workers maybe towards the end of the year, 2024. And then when you even convert it to dollar terms, you'll find that the 30,000 that the government was paying, as at 2023, it was about $39. So the 30,000 and the 70,000, the difference is not so much, because 70,000 is about $42. So you just have a barely $3 difference between them. And then we're confronted with massive inflation that income will not be able to carry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Victor, you personally.
Well,
but don't tell me 2024 is not good for you. As your face, they shine like this.
It is the glory of God.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, as I've said before, God created me and gave me oily face. Whether
you are from the
oil region, without it getting oil money, it is Abuja people that I enjoy oil money. So, whether I rub cream or not, nobody will know that I don't have money to buy cream. That is the gift of God. 2024 was very hectic. Personally, very hectic. Because I'm a person that I don't like to deceive myself. Because there's no gain of deceiving myself. If I say I enjoy 2024, so you can see that if I had enjoyed 2024, it will reflect on me. It will reflect. The chicks will come out, everything will be smooth. Those who are living in a healthy environment, America, Britain, Sweden, Finland, and all those places, when they come back, you see their faces shining, and you know that they are really enjoying. But that is not the case with me, because a bag of rice was 125 last year. How could somebody like me, buy a bag of rice when the incomes are not there? Because one thing we forget to realize that as the cost of living is going up, that does not automatically mean that your income is going up. Income is not going up. I'm not employed by government, so whether they increase their salary or not, it doesn't even affect me. And the personal business we are doing have almost crumbled. Why? Because companies that were patronizing us, they are running away. Why are they running away? There's no electricity. The alternative which they were using, diesel, to power their generator, a liter of diesel now is about 1,600. Which company will be able to cope with that? Then raw material, to bring in raw materials at the exchange rate of 1,500, 1,600. No company can cope. So many companies have run away, and as they are running away, it affects the indigent, because they are the people we are dealing with. And as they go away, there's nobody we patronize. Then the small scale businesses, for instance, I'm a journalist, I write. Sometimes because there's no regular public power supply, you have to go and buy petrol. Buy a liter of fuel at the cost of 1,300 naira. How many liters will you be able to buy? So it affected me drastically. And I know that it affected other Nigerians like that. So that is why when I see people clapping and praising, I see hypocrisy in this country. That You were once buy a liter of fuel, 87 naira. You protested at that time. There was no rest. Today, those who protested are now in power. They are doing the same thing that they spoke against. It is only hypocrisy or ethnicity or religion that will make somebody to be praising the people who are inflicting such pain on people. If I had thought that somebody like Mr. President Tinubu will remove subsidy, I will never believe it, because he was in the forefront to protest against the removal of subsidy in 2012, and he wrote a letter to Jonathan. I have the letter on my laptop where he analyzed the negative implication of removing subsidy, and he suggested to Jonathan that there was nothing wrong with subsidy, that it is the corruption in it that he should remove. Yes. And he said that if they remove subsidy, that poor woman who used to buy fuel to run her grinding machine with which she was getting her daily bread will not be able to do that. Okay. The barber who buys fuel to power his generator with which he's cutting hair will not be able to buy it. Today, to cut hair in some places now is 3,000, 5,000 depending on the area. In my place, 1,000. Before it used to be 200, 300. Tell me, is that progress or what? It's retrogression, because many salons have shut down because people are no longer patronizing them. They cannot buy fuel to power their generators. I passed my neighbor, and that small generator that used to cost 12,000 in 2012 is now 130,000 because they ban it.
Let us look at this issue, how it can turn out in 2025. I remember that Senator Ted, what was this?
Ned Nwoko
has raised a bill, or has presented a bill to the Senate itself about the dollarization of the Nigerian economy, which I really applaud. And on this platform, we have been promoting and championing that this issue, that the Nigerian economy should not be dollarized. I remember you to one of
I've written on it too.
Then we raised it on this platform. Is this going to help us? Because this dollarization, I know, is one of the problems of this country. When we situate and equate our purchasing power and the economy in respect of the dollar, if this goes through and the government is able to remove it, is it going to have any effect on the economy?
It's going to have massive effect. I've written on this same issue before.
So give us the step again.
Yes. And this is the only country that use dollar for everything. Today, to pay rent in some places, it is in dollars.
Not even in equivalent to it is the dollar itself.
A dollar, yes. The demand for in Nigeria, the demand for dollar. No, in Nigeria here. To buy land, it is paid in dollar. To pay school fees, it is in dollar. Government itself is even paying foreign companies that are operating here in dollar. There is no country that does that. Remember the issue of Yaya Bello? How he paid dollars ahead. No country does that. People on the ground said that it is because we are not produced, that's why our currency is depreciating. It is not true. It is because there is no need to demand for your dollar, for your naira, because you have abandoned it, and they are not taking dollar for transaction in your own country. It's not done anywhere. It's not acceptable. That is what is killing, apart from the devaluation by the government. But the greatest problem is that you allow foreign currency to take over your currency in your own country.
Can this thing see the light of the day? That's this anti-dollarization bill, as I'll call it. Right, that's this bill that we are talking about.
Yes.
Because government officers, particularly the politicians, and even the civil servants, so clerks and government officials, they are the greatest beneficiary of this project called the dollarization of the Nigerian economy. Is it possible that this thing will go away?
We have to prevail on there. And that is why we are speaking about it now. Everybody should condemn the dollarization of this country.
Because we are victims.
We are victims.
And unfortunately, the beneficiaries are very few. Just the government
yes,
and the politicians.
but they are beneficiaries, but they are paying indirectly.
Well, they have access. You know.
Yeah, they may have access.
Sorry. Some few seconds ago, you said that you don't receive salary.
Yes.
So obviously, this policy will affect you seriously. I want us to see, I feel our people will understand that the government officers and the politicians, even if the dollar is 20,000 naira for a naira or 20,000 naira for a dollar, they have nothing to lose because all they need to do is to dip their hands in the public till. You have no such assets.
Yes, sir. You may think that they have nothing to lose. Indirectly, they have something to lose.
Okay. How?
I will explain. Insecurity, because if you deprive those people you are depriving who cannot buy rice today, who are hungry, they'll become criminals.
Let's leave that one. That one is a general one. Okay. In their brain, they see it that there is nothing that will happen, that since the money is there, no matter what, they will have access. This is akin to a Yoruba adage that I am already full. I care less, maybe someone else
goes to bed hungry. Let me just even add to this dollarization discussion. There was a comment by the Monetary Policy Committee. They found a linkage between the FAC allocation. Every time they disburse FAC funds to various states, that the dollar in the black market and even the official market spikes, goes up. So what does that tell us? It means that the politicians, once they have access to Naira, the first thing in their mind is how do we convert this Naira to dollars? All of them spend dollars. They all carry dollars. They don't carry Naira. So this dollarization, a very good initiative and a very good bill, and I pray that it sails through. Because Ned Nwoko, yeah, that's his name here. He really thought this bill through. Yeah, I was very impressed when I read it. I said, if this bill sees the light of day and if it is faithfully implemented, because that's another challenge. We have selective justice problem in this country. How do you explain, sorry for deviating on just to make a point on this selective justice, how do you explain that the policeman who was carrying money for some people has been arrested and there's a possibility that he might be dismissed according to the first PRO. But the actual culprits who were abusing the Naira, 48 hours after, they're still working free. So that's the challenge with our system. That you may have a fine law that has all the safeguards and ensures that things are well. But will it be implemented to a letter? And will it apply to everybody? That's the problem.
Sorry, I think why are we receiving dollars instead of Naira? That is the question. Why should we be receiving dollars? If a country, if other country, if you want to buy from them now, you look for their currency, change it and buy in their currency. So what do we supposed to do? You stop it that Nigeria don't need dollar anymore. If you want to buy anything in Nigeria, go and look for the Naira. Go and look for it and pay in Naira. That one will stop that one will stop any governor looking for to change any money.
Sorry, don't let us gloss over this. Maybe that will help us. And two of you, fortunately, this is your terrain. You are well informed about it. I am not informed, and I'm sure those who are watching us too are equally not informed. Why the dollar? Can we pin it to the reason why we have this dollar as our main source? I have become some countries too. As soon as we get to those countries, no doubt we live with dollar. If we leave Nigeria, because that's general currency. But as soon as you get to that country, you change to
their local
currency, and you start to spend it. I didn't go even in hotels and places you buy goods and services, restaurants. You pay with that local currency. So why is it different? You go to some highbrow hotels in Nigeria, it is in dollars.
It is because the government is so lenient. It's so lenient.
No, but I think I will just bring out 2 points here. First is that people put their savings in dollars. They convert whatever assets they have in dollars because that has more stability. Yeah. So if if
you do that, Abi.
no, basically,
Since you use the word people,
and secondly, you ask, how come the economy has been so dollarized? How come certain services are pegged
in dollars?
That's
my problem.
Yes, it is because of the volatility of the naira also.
Who caused it?
No, it's not that. Government is not taking action.
If you put certain prices in naira,
yes,
and there's inflation,
yes,
so that you might be the one to. So
affect
sometimes
them.
people peg it on dollar.
Okay.
So it has to do with the microeconomic management.
Let us hear from
yes.
He has
You want to buy crude oil now. Instead of looking for naira to buy it, you are coming with dollar, and government will accept it.
We're celebrating that good. I mean, the FG saying that they are going to sell crude oil to Dangote in naira. I mean, should we even celebrate? Should that not be the standard?
That is supposed to be. But in Nigeria, it is not so. If you want to travel, there is no law that says that you must travel with dollars. No, you share the money. You share your naira to the money of the country you are traveling to.
To add to it.
So understand, when you get there, you begin to spend it. Nobody will say go on. Nobody will accept your naira there. But in Nigeria, they accept dollar, they accept CFA, they accept all manner of money. That is why the currency in our naira is depreciating every day, because there is no demand for it.
When I was much younger, in fact, my first travel out, that was about 30 years ago. So there's something that they call traveler's check.
Yes.
I don't want to mention the name of the brand. Traveler's check. You have it in the country that you are going, and of course you issue a check. You issue it, and they give you equivalent of what is in that paper that you have. Is it not possible that the central bank and all those who are involved with our finances will now look at that aspect? I'm looking at it from what you have just said, that we'll have something, instead of searching for this almighty dollar, we'll now look at just go, you get to that country, it is the currency of that they will change it into with the paper or if it's your bank account.
Yes.
I mean, as soon as you want to travel, it's done to you for you. You know that even to me, it's a small thing. You are giving something like a traveler's check. You get to the bank within 2, 3, 4 minutes. It's confirmed that yes, this money is genuine. This paper that has given in terms of exchange is genuine, and the value on it is given to you, and you move on rather than just dollar.
And you know why it is fanciful for government officials to always put go for countries is because the Estaco is in dollars, and that's huge money for them. So no matter how you look at it, they benefit from it. So even while we are still debating that this is very good for the general economy of the country, the fact of the matter is that for certain people who earn free dollars from government activities, they want this status quo to continue. Yeah, they want it this way.
But we have to prevail on that to stop it.
Let's go on a short break. You see, the discussion here has been very, very interesting, that we even overshot the run. We didn't remember to go for a break, but definitely we'll go for a break. Then when we come back, after our guests have taken some water, and of course we'll continue. You just stay tuned. Don't go away. Tell your people, and of course, if you want to, you can join us on the go to Google Play Store, or I go to the Play Store and
Facebook and all that,
and you see us real time online. Please, but hold on, we'll come back very soon after this time out. Yes, the prostrate economy, the result of dollarization. That's what we have. Bring it on this program, and we want government to prove us wrong, and the ball is in their court. Now we want to look at. Sorry, I say welcome back. Don't worry, I got carried away. Welcome back. We are still here. Voters Forum is the program. I'm Wale Ogbonade, your host on this program, and of course our guests are still here with us. And of course, we enjoyed the first round of this discussion. I want to see within the very few minutes how we're going to make it interesting equally. I want to look at 2024, 2025 in perspective, particularly on the side of government. Maybe next year, by the grace of God, we'll look at the side of the people. But first of all, because government is the determinant of all these things. Wow. So what is your own advice to government? Because this is the only year of governance. From 2026 now, it will be politics.
Yes.
And this is the year we want to judge this government. All of them, both governor and the local government people during the presidency. So within the next 1 minute or two.
Yes, I want to advise President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to cut down in his expenses. Some ministries should be scrapped. There's no basis of having a Ministry of Gas Resources. That's one supposed to be both petroleum resources, supposed to be one. Today we have 3 ministers there. The President's minister, we have a minister for gas, we have a minister of state for petroleum. In one ministry, it's not advisable. Anybody that advises the president should advise, they should scrap all those ministry. Ministry of livestock development, there is no need for that. It should be scrapped, because under the Ministry of Agriculture we have department.
What other from scrapping? What other is idea? We don't have time.
Okay, yes.
You don't feel the paper.
I know, I don't feel. Now because of time.
That's what to be. If we say you feel, then it means that you must come back again.
No problem. I then get
you come back again for
yeah.
So, apart from scrapping ministries.
Yes, he should cut down on his travels. Okay. He traveling too much. Okay. How many president has come here? Must he invite? Must he honor every invitation? Today is he breathes. Tomorrow he Britain. Saudi Arabia. No, president don't travel like that. He's wasting taxpayers' money. How many? Why is he not inviting president to come and spend money here?
Another advice before we.
Yes, they should cut down in the area of buy car, buy the computer every year. They buy computer, they buy cooking utensil every year. It's only government that does that.
We should begin to scrutinize the budget, because what you just said, actually, it is being expressed on me that you see the budget of purchase of vehicles. You see that on a yearly basis.
Yearly basis.
Of course. Every budget.
Whereas I know that the last time I bought a vehicle was about 4 years ago, 5 years ago, right? And of course, the vehicle has been there. And is it every year that they buy vehicles, or is it every year that they bought it? Malam.
Yes. So I also concur with Victor that the government needs to cut down the cost of governance. It is unacceptable that the president alone has 13 spokespersons. 3 of them are of cabinet ranking. Oyo Onanuga, my brother Daniel Bwala, and there's Sunday Dari. They are special advisors, cabinet ranking. That's quite huge. You have a lot. They also have their own workers, aides and assistants. So that I'm just using that as an example. But basically, you should cut down the cost of governance. Okay. You are putting this burden on Nigerians.
Cut down cost of governance. What other?
Yeah. Secondly, the president appears not to be getting feedback directly from the people. I think there are so many layers.
He is a man of the people that I know.
People filter this information, and then the information that gets to him, because you would think that the president would have been addressing this inflationary food inflation, especially, and then coming to terms with some of the policies that he has put forward. Are they really working? This floating of the currency, is it really ideal in a situation? Because what has happened is that you have increased the cost of even production. Production is very difficult for manufacturing sector. So what he should have done is to subsidize productivity.
Okay. Just as I said some few minutes ago, a second ago, the way I see it, you know, I'm the prof here. I failed today's paper. There's going to be a receipt.
No,
I'm supposed that both of you come and sit for these exams next week. Is that agreed? You see, I don't use my power. Yes, indeed, this is going to be, by the grace of God, will continue this week. So, and you see that we are rushing them, because this is a very large thing. We want to see how we can help government. We want you to be involved in this. Next week, by the grace of God, you get yourself ready. You send a number through which you send text messages to join the conversation. So then, I want to thank you, Malam Ishaya.
Thank you, Barrister. Thank you so much for the privilege.
Thank you so much, sir, for inviting me.
Thank you very well. I really appreciate you. Both of them are journalists world, and of course, Y1, because both of them are policy technical analysts, and we saw the quality they're made of and the stuff they are made of. I'm Wale Ogunade, your host of this program. I wish you once more a wonderful year, and don't do what is against the law. So we meet again next week. Just stay blessed.